God want him to do it. God is showing that, guess what? Because the Most High blind these people. They're working for the father Cain. They're working for Nimrod. They're working for what? The MOTB. The MOTB. And they're working for the NW. The New World Order agenda. Okay, keep in mind. How come they don't come on the TV with the Bible, How come you're journalists? You're so beloved journalists, right? They're sitting over there, right? Sitting over there in suit and tie, you know, some of them they in their underwear, fully naked, showing their breasts, and they're doing all the talking, because they already programmed, they already gave them the narrative, what they need to tell the people. This is what we want you to tell them today, okay? Today news will be about this, okay? Tomorrow news will be about this. This is what you need to talk about. Just tell them this and that's it. That's what we want them to believe. How come they don't come on the TV? One of them come with the Bible and go, well, you know, we see Gog and Magog. I think Russia is in the Bible. So I think we need to be careful. We need to leave the so-called black people. We got to let them go. I think all this is happening because we've been oppressing so-called blacks, Latino and Native. We need to let them go. We need to get out of the land and let them go to the land. We need to leave them alone because the God is about to avenge. The God is about to avenge them. The God is about to come and deliver them from us. And it will be terrible. It will be a darkness day for us. How come they don't come? All your journalists, they went to school. They went to all this expensive school. They got ton of degree. Blah, blah, blah. I got this. I'm an expert in there. I'm da. They were void of wisdom. They don't have wisdom. For the wisdom that they got in this institution are nothing else than foolishness. It's madness, man. It's madness. All the wisdom. It's vain, man. It's vain. Okay? Okay? He said, well, in the latter days, and I will bring thee against my land. So the Most High bring them against the land. The Most High doing that in purpose so that he can get rid of the rest of the heathen slowly, man. He'll get Babylon out, Asia be cut off. Guess what? Boom. Right? That the heathen may know me. So of course they don't know the Most High yet. But when the Most High take down Babylon the Great, and the Most High take down Asia, and the Most High destroy part of Africa, part of this, listen, the heathen will start saying, however, when we be put back in the land, the Most High will allow Satan to go deceive against these people, and they're going to come against us. That's what we're reading. The Russian, the Iranian, the Ethiopian, and the Libyan, they're going to make a union, right? They're going to form a big G4 to come and fight and take spoil in the land, right? He said that the heathen may know me when I shall be sanctified in thee. So the Most High said, I'll be sanctified. In who? The Most High will be sanctified in the Russian. Like the Most High was sanctified in the Egyptian. Keep in mind, right? Oh God, before their eyes, right? Right? He said, that said the Lord Yahawah, art thou he of whom I have spoken in old time by my servant, the prophet of Israel? The Most High said, are you one of them? I talked to my prophet, Ezekiel, Isaiah, Jeremiah. I told them in the latter time after I set them back, after I said Jeremiah, Ezekiel, Moses, Abraham, Noah, Judah, Benjamin, Levi, so-called African American, but after I sent them back in the land, I already revealed to my prophet that guess what? I'm going to move you to come against my land again. Then I'm going to show my power in you. I'm going to show that I made you so that the hidden around about, they may know that you are our God. They may know that I am Yahawah. I am what I am. They don't know, man. Right? He said, let me get it. Ezekiel 39 and 21. Ezekiel 39 and 21. He said, and I will set my glory among the heathen. How? When the Most High bring the Gog and Magog and all the bands against us, right? Right? He said, and I will set my glory among the heathen, and all the heathen shall see my judgment that I have executed, and my hand that I have laid upon them. So the Most High laid his hand upon who? Magog, Russia, the Ukrainian, Kazakhstan, the list goes on. Whoever is among them, that will be part of that, the Most High will lay his hand upon them. Right? Verse 17. That said the Lord, art thou he of whom I have spoken in old time by my servant, the prophet of Israel, which prophesied in those days many years that I will bring thee against them? The Most High said, I prophesied this 2,000 years ago. I gave it to Ezekiel. Maybe 3,000 years ago, I gave it to Ezekiel. That I'm going to bring again Gog and Magog and the band, the Iranian, the Ethiopian, right? And the Libyan, they're going to come together. They're going to form a group, G4, and they're going to come against my land. I'll move the spirit. Let them come in. So I'm going to show my power, man. You don't know the Most High, man. You're wasting your time. You wasting your time. Right? You wasting your time. NATO, blah, blah, all your talk, your peace talk, blah, blah. Man, you don't know, man. You don't know what you do. You wasting your time, man. You say, what's he say? And it shall come to pass at the same time when God shall come against the land of Israel, right? When they come, eventually, literally, they will come, right? Said the Lord Yahweh, that my fury shall come up in my face, right? Psalm 18 and verse 7. Psalm 18 and 7. Let's go to it quick. Psalm 18 and 7, right? Fear of the Most High, man, come on, you don't know, man. This is the book of Psalm, chapter 18 and verse 7. Then the earth shook and trembled. The foundation also of the hill moved and was shaken because he was rough. The Most High is rough, man. Everything get consumed, man. So the face of the Most High, right, he said that the fury shall come up in my face, right? For in my jealousy and in the fire of my wrath have I spoken. Surely in that day, say surely, amen. Amen means surely is going to happen, is come to pass. Right? Surely in that day there shall be a great shaking in the land of Israel. There'll be a great shaking after we'll be restored back into the land, man. From Babylon the Great, from all these places. So that the fishes of the sea and the fowl of the heaven and the beasts of the field and all creeping things that creep upon the earth and all the men that are upon the face of the earth shall shake at my presence. Psalm 18, I just read it. Right? Psalm 18, 7 through 8. Right? Right? Let me go back to it quick a bit. So like it. Let me go back to it again. Now read verses 8. Right? Psalm 18 and verses 8. There went up a smoke out of his nostril and fire out of his mouth. Devour, coals were kindled by it. There we go, man. The Most High burned them up. He will destroy, because he already said he's a wall of fire around the whole Jerusalem. Around the whole Jerusalem, man. So they will be burnt up. Okay? Right? He say, shall be thrown down, and the steep places shall fall, and every wall shall fall to the ground. And I will call for the sword against him throughout all my mountain. So the Most High moved the spirit, right, against our people in Jerusalem, and we're going to stretch hand against them, right? Said the Lord Yahweh, every man's sword shall be against his brother, right? 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 Ezekiel 14 and 7. Ezekiel 14 and 7. Right? The same brother, the same Gog, the same Russia, they're going to be fighting each other. Ezekiel 14 and 17. Ezekiel 14 and 17. This is the book of Ezekiel chapter 14 and verses 17. Or if I bring a sword upon thy land and say, sword, go through the land so that I cut off man and beast from it. So keep in mind, they're going to fight against each other. And I'll plead against him with pestilence, right? Ezekiel 38 verse 22. And I'll plead against him with pestilence, disease, and with blood, right? And I'll rain upon him and upon his band, upon him and his band, upon Gog and Magog and his band. So the Most High said he's going to rain blood, right? Okay, on who? On the Russian, right? Okay, the Ukrainian, the Kazakhstan, whatever. Oh, whoever is the son of Gog and Magog, whatever, whoever, right? So we pour them together in the same basket, along with who? The Ethiopian, they're going to join him with them, the Libyan, and the Iranian. The Most High said he's going to pour blood upon his band and upon the many people that are with him, and overflowing rain. The Most High said, I'm going to flood you. A great hailstone, fire, and brimstone, all those things go. The Most High said, I'm going to use water, I'm going to use blood, I'm going to use rain, I'm going to use hailstone, fire, brimstone to burn you up. When you come against us, you see that, man? All praise be unto the Most High, man. Big shout out to the Most High, man. Blessed be Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rakar, Kodash, man. And you want to believe in the Most High? You want to follow Christianity, Islam, and waste your time, do witchcraft, just for your belly, your money, you want to do evil, you don't want to repent? That's where I magnify myself and sanctify myself, and I'll be known in the eyes of many nations. That's what the Most High is saying, and they shall know that I am the Lord. They will know. Ezekiel 36 and 23. Let's go to it. Ezekiel 36 and 23. This is the book of Ezekiel chapter 36 and verse 23. And it read, and I will sanctify my great name, which was profane among the heathen, because we done evil. We eat pork, we do wickedness, people sleeping with our wife, they do all type of wickedness, people doing all type of evil, they killing our children, abortion, like we being kicked out from our land, the house, we do a lot of foolishness, wickedness, man. He said, I will sanctify my great name, which was profaned among the heathen, which ye have profaned in the midst of them. And the heathen shall know that I am the Lord, said the Lord Yahawah, when I shall be sanctified in you before the eye. So the Most High will be sanctified in us before the heathen, before Esau, Edom. And that's what's happening. That's the awakening movement that you see throughout the focus of this of the so-called blacks, Latino, and Native Indian. Right? So I hope this was edifying, right? Then see the second part I'll do, Lord willing, right? It will be a little bit longer too. I'm gonna do it. So I'm gonna do my best to see if I can go through, right? Maybe not today, but I'm gonna do my best to, because I got a lot of things on my hand, Lord willing, if the Most allow me to, right? I'll address a little bit more of Magog, right? I'm gonna address a little bit more of Magog, right? It's not a whole chapter, right? It won't be the whole chapter. It could be the whole chapter, right? We're gonna be going to it, Lord willing. So with that, we give our praises, glory, honor, power be unto the Most High, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Raka, Kodash, Amen, hallelujah, Kwam Yashala, as you already know. So I want to repeat this. So the new moon, the new year, the new season, right? Aviv or Abib Nisan will be what? April 1st, right? April 1st, right? Keep in mind, April 1st, right? April 1st, right? So the drawing of the purchase of the lamb will be on the 10th of what? From the 10th sundown to the 11th sundown. Keep in mind, all right? All right? 11th sundown to, you got to keep in mind. So pray, my brother, you want to keep the new moon feast, you start on what? On the 31st when the sun goes down. Pray, my. The 31st when the sun goes down on the 31st, through sun go down on the April 1st, that's your new moon, all right? I put it April 1st, pray much, you know, April 1st, right? So the Passover, my Passover will be literally on the 14th of April. 14th of April. 14th of April, I'll be keeping the Passover. Right? Like I say, if there be a brother, if there be any sister that want to join me to keep the Passover with me, right? A righteous brother, righteous sister that fear the Most High and keep the commandment, you're more than welcome to contact me. Let me know. We still ahead like maybe like 3 weeks, roughly 3 weeks from the Passover. Roughly 3 weeks from the Passover. And brother, make sure you cleanse yourself. Make sure you circumcise, all right? If you are not circumcised, your foreskin as a man, you need to do it. And we got to be circumcised in our mind, right? The Passover of the Most High is not to play game, right? It's not just about the meat. It's not just about the wine. And no, listen, there's thing, I'll be going to those details, Lord willing. I'll be addressing 2 or 3 chapters of the book of Exodus to help me and give you understanding to brother about the Passover, the meaning, right? How mighty, how powerful, how important is the Passover for us to keep it? Because what we see, Lord willing, something about to happen, as Esau saying, Esau exposing to the spirit we have. To the spirit we're seeing some things about to happen, right? That are gonna shake the whole world. Right, you got to keep in mind. So we got to make sure we keep the Passover righteously, right? With brotherly love, no hatred, right? No bearing grudges, none of those things. We got to love one another. If you've done evil to your brother, you forgive your brother. The brother forgive you. You love your brother. Righteousness. That's what we want. That's what we want. We as brother. Don't hold up grudges, because the brother belong to this camp. You belong to that camp. You brother. We family. Okay, we family. We brother. We got to love one another. We got to love one another, right? So with that, we give our praise, glory, honor, power to the Most High, Yahawah, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Raka, Kodash, Amen, hallelujah. And we say, rise up Israel, Kwam Yashala, Kwam Yashala, Kwam Yashala. We say thanks. We say big shout out to all the kings that were out there online. Big shout out to all the princesses out there online watching that I watch. Those that will share the video. Lord, when we'll be posting this video in so many parts, because my video I keep it like 15 minutes now, right? I keep so they'll have so many parts with it. The first part, second part, 2 part, 3 part. But I'll continue. I'll continue with chapter 39, Lord willing. I'll continue. Then after that, I'm going to focus on the book of Exodus. I'll be teaching on the book of Exodus to give understanding and break down to the brother about the Passover. How important is the Passover for the so-called blacks, Latino, and Native Indian to be kept for us so that we can gain our salvation as the Most High promised to our forefather. He promised to the prophet that came before us in the time of old, right? So stay in the spirit, don't panic, keep the commandment, keep your eyes open, don't slumber, don't sleep. The Most High liveth. Do not give up. Continue to do what you got to do. All right? You got to keep in mind. You got to stay in the spirit. You make sure you keep in the commandment of the Most High. Stay in the spirit and keep the commandment of the Most High. Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Right? So with that, we say thanks. Yeah? Thanks. Blessing to all the brother out there. Keep us in our prayer. We keep you in our prayer. Right? You know we're going to trial and tribulation. The enemy, the wicked. Right? You already know what is going. Shalawam, King. Shalawam, shalawam, shalawam. Right? Shalawam King, all praise be unto the Most High, right? Hey, I'm just heading to the end right now, brother. So Lord willing, hey, you can check it out, Kings. We appreciate you there. Lord willing, we'll be right back, right? Maybe not today. Lord willing is all the will of the Most High. We'll be right back to continue the second part. I'll be teaching this lesson in French, right? Because I have a sister that requested me, that asked me to teach about it, right? So I'll be doing that in French first, so that I can balance everything, right? I do a little bit in French, a little bit in Spanish, a little bit in English. So I'm going to try to balance. Then I'm going to go back on the chapter 39, right? So Shalawam family, the Most High bless you and stay in the spirit. All praise be unto the Most High.